Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling something maybe a bit surprising. It's about emotions and leadership, based on the emotionally intelligent leader.
Right, because the usual advice is keep emotions locked down, focus on logic, stay cool.
Exactly, that whole control narrative. But we're going to explore why actually leaning into genuine emotion might make you a stronger leader.
It's definitely counterintuitive for many, but yeah, potentially much more impactful. Our mission today is to unpack why suppressing feelings might not be the power move people think it is.
Okay, so this source, it points out something interesting. How rare real emotion is in business talk.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So much is like sugar-coated, really polished.
Yeah, couched in careful language.
So when you do get something genuine, it really stands out. It resonates because it feels authentic.
It cuts through all that corporate speak we hear constantly.
Exactly. That carefully crafted vagueness. Real feeling has power.
And why do people hide it? The usual suspects, right? Trying to look strong, keep control, maintain distance.
Yeah, those are the big ones. But the twist is, the source argues that hiding emotions actually makes you less in control.
How so?
Well, because you end up not really saying what you mean or meaning what you say. It leads to this sort of inauthentic communication.
Which ultimately weakens your leadership, your ability to connect.
Precisely.
Yeah.
That lack of genuineness gets in the way of really influencing people.
Now, we should be clear. This isn't about, constant emotional outbursts. The source does say excessive emotion can be a problem.
That's a fair point. Uncontrolled emotion, yeah, that can cloud analysis, mess up negotiations, lead to rash decisions. Definitely. But the core argument is that showing too little emotion,
Yeah.
that's actually the much bigger, more common problem for leaders today.
Okay, so walk us through it. How are these emotions so critical for effective leadership?
Well, fundamentally, it's about trust, building relationships. It's hard to connect with someone who seems, I don't know, emotionally walled off.
That's
it.
it.
And then there's setting a vision, focusing energy,
Okay.
motivating people to act. If you're not showing genuine passion or conviction, why should anyone else buy in?
That passion piece is key. The source also mentioned tough decisions and learning from failures.
Right. When you face those hard choices, your empathy, your values, those are tied to emotion. They guide you.
And failure.
Acknowledging the hit, the disappointment, maybe the frustration, both for yourself and your team, that's crucial for actually learning from it. Without that emotional honesty, the reflection just stalls. It falls flat.
This is really interesting. It mentions emotion being needed at two key times. The front end for prioritizing and the back end for motivation.
Yeah, think of it like this. That gut feeling that something's wrong with a project, that unease, that's emotion at the front end signaling, hey, pay attention here. Maybe rethink priorities.
Okay.
Then at the back end, it's sharing your genuine excitement for a goal or connecting with your team's own hopes and drives. That's the emotional fuel for motivation.
For inspiration. And another point raised is that we're often just not aware of our own emotions. Like we might be tamping down anger or dialing back excitement without even realizing it.
Totally. This lack of self-awareness is a huge blind spot. We value logical data so much in business, which is fine, but we often dismiss emotional data.
And the argument is that emotional data is vital.
It's the linchpin, really, for change, for growth. It provides the why behind the what. It's what actually moves people.
So if you could give our listeners one practical thing to try this week based on this.
It's actually pretty simple. The source suggests just stopping, maybe twice this week for 10 minutes, and ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now?
Just identifying it.
Yeah, maybe even jot it down. Journaling about it can really boost that self-awareness over time.
So wrapping up, the big insight here is that genuine emotion isn't some kind of leadership liability. It's actually a core strength.
It really is a vital one. So maybe as you go through your week, just consider how could being a bit more aware and maybe more appropriately expressive of your own emotions, how could that deepen your connections and amplify your impact?
Definitely some powerful food for thought there.